Hey everyone, welcome to RV Afterlife. We're Roger and Delana, and we are going to be with you for the next few days in Grand Portage, Minnesota. And right now we are at the Susie Islands Overlook. Stunning view, way above the treetops on Lake Superior.
Campsite way out there to the right and left of the channel.
I don't know. Out there to the left, that island is called Pete's Island. I don't know who Pete is.
Apparently he had some clout.
The marina is on the property with a Indian casino. In fact, this is a reservation. The campground is first come, first serve. There are about 30 sites on the campground, and we had no problem getting a site that we could fit in. I was a little nervous about that. Anytime it says first come, first serve, it makes me nervous.
Down around home, yeah. I think up here means something different.
I think up here it probably means there's plenty of space. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, we are still in Grand Portage, Minnesota, and today I'm kind of doing the intro after we've already gone through, but we are at the Grand Portage National Monument, and why don't you tell them a little bit about what this place is?
It was the location of a British trading company headquarters, Northwest Trading Company, and it's a restoration of that trading company. So it's 3 of the original buildings. I think originally there were 23, 26, something like that. There's 3 of them fully restored, and they have enactors inside that will tell you what life was like back in the 1780s, 1790s.
Yeah.
And pretty much it. That and the story of the Ojibwe people that were native here to this area and most of the north, the Great Lakes areas. But yeah, it was we were almost ready to overlook it and decided to come back this afternoon, and we're pretty glad we did.
Well, mainly I wanted him to tell you because I keep messing up the name of the tribe that was here. It is wheelchair accessible. Both parts of it are. I, for some reason, always watch for that. It's a free museum put on by the National Park Service. Like he said, we were almost going to not bother because we were so tired from yesterday.
And still am.
And we still are, but we thought we'll probably never come back to this area, so let's go ahead and do it, and really glad we did. They have a real good movie inside the visitor center that's behind us, and absolutely, I mean, I think we probably...
Well worth the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably spent an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours here, but I'm glad we did. So, see you next time.
Bye.
This is the village that is associated with the National Heritage Center. These teepees were temporary housing when the Ojibwe people would come to the fur trading here at the fort. Would you like to see inside an Ojibwe teepee? Looks like those might be the beds all around the edge. Still pretty breezy in here. This is a warehouse where they would bale and keep the furs. Apparently it was under British rule at this time.
This is a lathe.
Oh.
Let me show you here. It splits very easily. That's why they use it to make the, because it splits, you can use it to make the ribs. When it's solid, you can't bend it at all. When you split it, and now it becomes flexible. And then you soak it in water, it even becomes more flexible. And so what they would do, again, here's your black spruce roots. This right here is the front of the boat, the frame.
And it's pretty much one continuous,
Yeah, it's just all one piece of wood.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
except that straight.
the boat that we're looking at is 40 feet long and will hold 16 men.
And 4 tons west.
The Northwest Trading Company, this was their compound and where they would do the business with the Ojibwe Indians, Ojibwe Indians, sorry. It's not a very clear day on Lake Superior. It's been foggy all morning, but it's too bad that we can't see a little more, but the water is calm. The Indians called this Gitchigami, and in the freshwater sea. It's the largest of the Great Lakes, and it's cold up here. Originally, there were 16 buildings in this compound, and they've got plaques where all of the high grasses, plaques about what was there originally. This is an interesting thing.
This was a fur press. The company employees would put furs in there and press them down, and they would make uniform 90-pound bales out of the stacks and piles of furs that came in to transport to England because, well, just for uniformity, I guess, and the ease of handling. But the furs, I never knew it, but the furs had to reach England the same year they were harvested because they were perishable.
And they have pretty wildflowers.
Oh, they do.
This is a porch.
That is a view.
That's called Pete's Island. It was named after a trader
Named Pete.
named Pete. This is the Grand Hall.
There's a hat, a little English hat shop up there, and there's some stuff hanging on the wall, hats and stuff. Try them on, take pictures if you'd like.
Well, I'd imagine no one expected that kind of china when they were coming here across those portages.
Section right there, just nothing that pertained to them.
These are shops that you would have found in England at the time this post was in operation.
Millinery had finest made hats.
Taylor. And this one is the Spry and Company Merchants.
Like a general store.
General store.
None of the fur is left on when we make these dresses. In fact, that's what made the hatter mad. Because you know what they use to get the fur out? Mercury.
Oh, okay.
And that affected them, yeah. Thanks, come on in.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Bill. Oh, let's go get Grandpa. He wants to see this too.
Right here. There's no fur.
That's the leather. Water? Okay.
Let's go get your grandpa, he wants to see this. Oh, I'm coming back.
Oh, look at that.
That's one belt.
Okay.
How are you?
This is the skin side of one bear. Their paws down there, head up there. That's one big bear. Northwest.
I did not. She said the last one's at 4:30, so.
If you could see it at all, if you can't, don't have time to see it here. Earlier, it was on the website, because during all the hype, we couldn't even show the film. I don't know if it's still on the website or not, I've not checked. It kind of helps you put all the pieces together, especially because you're going to all these different places.
Oh, yeah.
Because the members of the Northwest Company, one of their trading posts was over at Portage, Michigan.
Okay.
Hi there.
All right, well, you take care.
I plan on it.
Maybe we'll see you at home.
Okay. Hanging out at Bucky's?
Yeah.
It is a great place to hang out.
Oh, yeah. I know when the pool's 100 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, our children.
Okay, so I know I'm making Roger crazy, but we had to have the start to a video. So there he is sitting in the middle of the road waiting for me. But this is Grand Portage Travel Center. As you can see down through the trees, we are a half a mile at the most from the border crossing into Canada. Grand Portage is just 6 miles south of there, and so we're going to go explore the park. This is the Pigeon River. Boy, if we were in Florida, I would be worried about snakes and alligators. Since we're very near Canada, I'm more worried about bears and moose. The air smells so clean up here.
I don't know where he meant.
I think he said there was a path.
Maybe that tree is to stop us from going further.
Okay, here we are, the northest point in Minnesota. Roger is actually standing in Canada.
We think.
Well, your phone just alerted that you were in Canada. So he's in Canada, I am in the United States.
I just crossed the border.
Although this path to the waterfall is technically wheelchair accessible. You better have either a strong person to push or maybe bring an extra battery because it's a pretty steep upgrade. Well, we can hear the thundering from the waterfall.
Wow. What's that? Lookout tower.
Yeah.
Straight ahead.
Oh wow. I did not expect that much of a waterfall. The sign says high fall and nearly 20 miles of other falls and rapids made river travel impossible for Indians and fur traders. The Indians developed the Grand Portage, meaning the Great Carrying Place, a 9-mile trail bypassing the falls and rapids to the inland waterways. You can imagine yourself trying to portage around this waterfall. Nah. This is the tallest waterfall in Minnesota.
I find that hard to believe.